Mavics is pretty much the central hub of activity for Marceline at this hour. And Ainsley, you're going to love this. You know, my dad, your dad, loves to have coffee in the morning. Come on, let's go on in. And good morning, everybody. In particular, pay attention to these two tables. Thank you very much. Come on back here. And I want to introduce you to Cassie. She runs the place, and this is the original Mavic, Vicky. Good morning to you. All right, we're talking about those two tables right there. Yeah. This is something you find in small towns. Mm-hmm. What time does this place open?
6:30.
6:30. What time do those two tables show up?
About 5:30.
Okay, so what they do, folks, is they come into this. You unlock the door, right?
Yep.
You unlock the door. These people come in every morning and just pour themselves coffee because you're not open, right?
Right.
Okay. It's kind of the honor system, right?
Right. Right.
Do you guys don't get in the Coke machine or anything, do you? No. Okay. And it's because the coffee is, how much is it?
$1.59.
$1.59. Holy cow. At Starbucks in New York, that is the tip on just a cup of coffee. Anyway, thank you very much. The food here is delicious. Come on over here. We're talking about small towns and in particular Main Street, USA. Here on Main Street, we've got the Chevy dealership, and this family has owned it. How long has it been in your family?
It's been in my family 56 years, and we've owned it 24. And it's been in the original building up there on Main Street, USA, 98 years.
98 years. Okay, and how many generations?
Right now, our grandchildren are showing up now, helping us clean and dump trash. So this is the fourth generation that's involved.
They have no choice.
They have no choice.
They just got to do that. All right, very good. And has it always been a Chevy dealership?
Always, Chevrolet. This is where the heartbeat of America starts, right here on Main Street, USA.
Indeed. All right. Thank you very much. All right. So let's come on over here to Kristen. Kristen owns this store right across the way. It's the Emporium.
It is. It's Olive Sage Emporium.
Okay. Now, here's the thing. I grew up in a small town of 45 people. This is a big town compared to where I grew up. But one of the things is a lot of kids, they are born in a town, then they grow up and they move away.
Right.
You grew up and you moved to college, and then what the heck are you doing back?
Yeah, I wanted to come back here. This is, home. I mean, our roots run deep here, strong sense of community, so I knew this is where I wanted to raise my family.
And speaking of your family, having breakfast with your mother-in-law,
yes. This is my mother-in-law, Deb. She's kind of my right-hand girl at Olive Sage Emporium, so those that come in also know Deb, too. So.
Okay. And even though this is a town founded in 1888 or something like that, you've got a website for your business. What is it? They just put it online last night.
Yeah, we rebuilt the website. It's shopolivesage.com. So, yeah.
All right, very good.
Yeah.
It's nice that you guys are having coffee together. Who pays?
It's about... We just kind of take turns, 50-50.
Okay, very good. Let's come on over here. Thank you very much. This is Chris. Chris, good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right. How long have you been coming to Mavics?
Well, ever since they've been open.
Okay, which has been quite a while.
Quite a while. We're happy to have them.
And you run the antique store over there by the radio station,
Magnolia Antiques.
Okay. What is it about this particular Main Street, USA? We got thousands of responses from people. They said, come to our town. We came here because it is special. There is a magic to it.
There is. Well, certainly Disney's part of that magic, and that helps keep us alive, I think. We're all grateful for the museum. But it's a wonderful little downtown. We've got most of our original buildings, and we've got young people and multi-generational people here, and it's just community. It's a good community.
Right, and it's hard to get around the fact that Walt Disney built and designed Main Street, USA, based on Marceline, Missouri.
Yeah, we're a little proud of that.
I think so. When you go to Disneyland, those are actors there.
Yes.
You guys are actually putting on the show.
We are.
And this is the kind of life he wanted to see all across America. And after they opened it up, small towns all across America started to revitalize as well.
And we get thousands of visitors every year.
Yeah. Nice to meet you. Okay, and one final thing. Hey, folks, I don't know if you know this or not, but the reason Fox and Friends came to your town is that guy right there, Mike. Mike sent us a letter. And Mike, what was it we were just talking about small towns?
Yeah, you grew up on the plains of Kansas. And I grew up in several small towns here in North Missouri, so we experienced the last years of old America.
That is perfectly put. But, you know, do we feel like old America? No, we're new America. Yeah. Because he did get us here, Ainsley, I've decided to go ahead and comp his toast because it is $1. And that's what I love about small town America. Coffee is $1.58 and toast is $1. Ainsley.
That's awesome, Steve. It reminds me of home, right?
That's right.
Good country,
right.
country cooking, and it's not expensive. Love all of them.
No.
You've done a great job. What a wonderful series. This is going to be fun.
I can't wait to see the next
All right,
one.
welcome to Marceline, Missouri, or Missouri, depending on how you say it. One of the reasons we are kicking things off here is because Walt Disney, as you just mentioned, this is his hometown. You know, Main Street USA, he based it all on Marceline, Missouri, and we're going to show you some of the places. But why are we here? This guy right here. This is Mike. About a month ago, Mike, I said, hey, tell us about your hometown. You said, come to Marceline. Why?
Well, just what you said. This was the original Main Street USA that Walt Disney based Main Street and Disneyland on.
I know, but you have been, you are a retired airline pilot. You've flown all over the world, but you came back here. What is it about these small towns?
Well, I've lived in small towns in Missouri, North Missouri all my life. I like small town life.
No, I get it. And in small towns, you got businesses. And tell me about the guys who run this hardware store. Come on.
Okay. Well, he's a couple of friends of mine. Brian and Jeff, their dad started this store, and this is the one and only hardware store in Marceline.
All right, well, if you need a hammer, this is where you come. Yeah. All right, Mike, thank you very much. Here they are. What's your name, sir?
Hey, I'm Brian Chrisman.
Okay, and this is your brother?
No, Jeff Chrisman.
Jeff Chrisman. Come on in here. Mary Chrisman. You probably hear that a lot.
That's our sister.
You have a Mary Chrisman?
Yes.
Right. I was making a joke, and who knew? What is it about small town America? Because, you know, a lot of people live in the big cities. They just fly over the little towns. They miss so much.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. It's hard to describe. Been here my whole life. So I did move away a couple of years. I had to come back. You know, I just missed the small town friendliness. And
no, I get it. I grew up in a town of 45 people in Industry, Kansas. Now, as you know, Mr. Chrisman, one of the problems with small business is they build a big box store a couple of miles away, and that sucks the business right away from you.
It does. It does a little bit. But we have some that are just life customers.
Yeah.
You know, that come in, was here when I was little, still coming in today.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Guys, thank you very much.
Thank you very
much. Very good. All right, let's go on out here. And the whole town has pretty much woken up for us. And right over here is the chief of police. Hey, Chief, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you this morning?
I'm doing right.
Welcome to our fair city.
This is, by the way, Mr. Wright. His name is Chief Wright, right?
Yes.
All right. What is it about small town America that people keep coming back to? You never left.
No. I've been here most of my life. It's the people that keep bringing you back. This is a...
Are you related to Paula Wright?
Yes, I am. She is my sister-in-law.
Okay. That just goes to show you.
Absolutely. Yeah, I grew up not a block and a half from here, right here. This spot right here. The people in this community, they bond together, and, you know, when we need support, they show up, and, you know, it's just, that's just the way we do it around here. We take care of each other.
Sure. You know, one of the things, I was walking down the street last night, and I saw one of the signs said, "See you in church on Sunday."
Absolutely.
It seems like the town is built on family and friends and faith.
Absolutely. I believe there are 7 churches within our community here.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's really nice. Now, so
yes, this is the typical prototype of Main Street USA right here.
Okay, and right there we got Mike and a couple of people just walking by because they heard we were on TV. By the way, you guys have really rolled out the red carpet today.
Yeah, well, it's not hard to do. The city is very well kept, and the community takes pride in our downtown area. Well, our whole community.
One of the things about your town is you've got so many trains that go by.
Yeah, we have, I think on average, 75 to maybe 100 a day come through here.
But then again, the town was built by Santa Fe.
Absolutely. My dad worked for the Santa Fe for about 40 years.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you could have moved away. Why didn't you move away?
Well, I did for a short time, but I came back to Marceline. It's just home. It just makes you, this is home.
It is home. Small town America.
Absolutely.
I love it. Chief, thank you very much.
Thank you.
He's going to be my body man the rest of the trip here. We got Richard right here. Richard showed up this morning.
Good morning. Welcome to Marceline.
Thank you very much, Richard. And here we are. We're kicking off Main Street USA, and we are actually, as we can see right here, this is North Main Street USA.
That's correct. That's correct. This is the place that Walt started his whole dream, right here in Marceline.
Well, he based it on his life in Marceline, and there was something about growing up in the small town with the family values and just community that he wanted to make bigger. And this town influenced main streets all across America.
Absolutely the case. He wanted to share that feeling of the camaraderie and the small town atmosphere with the whole world. And he's very successful at it, I understand.
Now, here's the sign I was telling you about a moment ago.
Sure.
Right there. See you in church. That's a very important part of this town, isn't it?
It is. We've got, I don't know, 5 or 6 different churches, and there's one on just about every corner.
Okay, very good.
And they're very active in the communities, obviously.
So on Sunday, this town pretty much shuts down because everybody's at church or
Well, it does. It does. But there's always an activity in the afternoon or something along that line. But no, people take time out to, give back to the community and recognize that there are blessings of living in a small community like Marceline.
Oh, absolutely. And very patriotic. We see
certainly the case.
We see a lot of American flags in your town.
Absolutely the case.
And we see a lot of the Marceline Tigers. That must be the local team.
It is indeed. It is indeed.
It's very nice. So when folks say, where are you from? And you say, oh, I'm from Marceline, do they go, where is that?
A lot of people do recognize it, quite frankly. But we tell them we're just about 2 hours out of Kansas City. And a lot of people from California, we go out there every once in a while to do some promotion. And we tell them it's a 2-hour drive. So how far is that? I said, seriously. 3 stop signs and a stoplight, and you're here.
Okay, speaking of promotion, look at that. Thank you very much, Richard.
Yes, sir.
Let's go right on over here. This is our old buddy, Sumner Nesbitt. And Sumner works at the Walt Disney Museum. And right over there at the old train station, you've got a great museum here in Marceline. There are, as we've been talking about, this essentially Main Street USA in Disneyland was the prototype, or rather, this town was a prototype for that.
Yeah.
And that building in particular.
Yeah, so this is the Zerker building. On Main Street USA at Disneyland, there's the Coca-Cola refreshment corner, which Walt Disney said the Zerker building was his inspiration for the Coke corner at Disneyland. Yeah. And then, we have the Allen Hotel here. So at Disneyland today, you can actually see a very similar facade with a similar pediment and stone structure that says Hotel Marceline as an homage to Walt Disney's hometown.
That's very, very nice. One of the things about it, and folks, they've got a big gala coming up at the museum.
Yeah, that's right. So September 20th, our 2025 Dreaming Tree Gala is happening here on the Disney Family Farm in Marceline.
Mm-hmm. And one of the buildings right over there, it is the only federal post office with Walt Disney name.
Yeah, so the Walt Disney Post Office. It was actually dedicated in Walt Disney's honor, voted on in 2003, and voted on in 2003, and then dedicated in 2004. It's the only federal building named after Walt Disney.
And I think you've actually got a stamp. There's a Walt Disney stamp.
So there's a Walt Disney stamp. So this stamp was actually issued here in Marceline in 1968, which is only 2 years after Walt Disney passed away. Typically someone has to have been deceased for about 10 years before they get that honor, but Walt Disney impacted culture so much that, they made an exception for him.
Well, I'm glad you summarized it that way. He did impact culture, and that means the town that he based Main Street USA on has impacted small towns and main streets all across the country.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, you know, what's interesting is after he opened up Disneyland in 1955, historical societies around the United States just skyrocketed because it inspired them to preserve their own hometowns and their main streets, because that was kind of a thing that in the mid-century was kind of dying off. And because of Main Street USA, people were inspired to save their homes.
Well, we were inspired by your Main Street USA.
Thank you.
Sumner, thank you very much. All right. How much fun was that? So that is a tour of Marceline, Missouri. Hope you enjoyed it. We're going to go to another small town USA to take a look at another Main Street USA next week.
What a great idea.